Hi, I'm Carl and thanks for checking out my video to my electric bike project that I'm naming Turtle. I live about 15 miles from the nearest town, where the post office, gas station, and civilized people live. In April, I sold my truck, leaving a broken down motorcycle and a couple of bicycles. What you're about to see is my attempt at building an off-grid DIY survival quadricycle, a pedal-powered microcar with electric solar assist. I did a little research, but my way is most likely not the best way to do this. Once a week, I ride a bicycle into town to check mail and packages. I like bike riding, so I'm kind of looking forward to trying this out. That's the plan anyway. Stay tuned and be sure to subscribe if you're interested.
Holy crap.
Hello and welcome to the new DIY Delta Trike project that I'm calling Recon. This is a work in progress. My goal is to make a Delta style recumbent trike. That means there's one wheel in the front and two wheels in the back. Recumbent just means that you're leaning back instead of sitting upright. Okay, I'll admit that was a pain in the butt to get it up there. I don't know if I'll do that very often, but what I needed to do today is work on chain rollers, chain guides, chain tensioning, derailleur system for gear shifting, that kind of stuff. So I thought this was worth the trouble instead of sitting down on the ground to do it. Both of the motorcycle chains, so each wheel in the back has its own chain setup. This chain is for pedaling, and the one on the opposite side is for the electric motor. I can shorten the chains up. I'm reluctant to shorten them up yet because it ends up cutting out a couple links and then you end up losing those, right? Now, if you cut a big section out, you can save that and put a master link on each end and replace a bad section of chain. Okay. So you can see how far the chain hangs down. At the moment, I've just got this set into one gear, and that's it. And I got a test ride out of it the last day I was out here. It did work. Chains kept falling off. That's normal because there's nothing to guide the chain. So this is what we're going to fix today. If I can figure out how fast am I going to go on electric, then I can dial in a pedal cadence and a set of sprockets that I can match that. Also, this particular trike is probably not going to go any further than to town here. So I already know where the hills are. So maybe I set it up that I can pedal on the level 90% of the way and just use electric only when I go up the hill. Instead of shifting down into first gear just to go up the hill, which is only like a minute of the whole ride, what if I just don't pedal for that part and just let the motor take me up the relatively short hill? And then at that point, if that's the way it works, I could leave this in 1 or 2 gears and not even worry about shifting. That might be an option, actually. Okay. I feel like I'm at a good stopping point, and it's about lunchtime, and my brains are just about cooked. So I've made another bracket for down here. That's just zip tied on. It's bolted to the frame and zip tied to the pecs. That does a pretty good job of running the bottom chain. And we got these two still. That seems like it's working. One of the things I've been looking at is, like, if I took the seat off, it would be really easy to work on what I need to. I was hoping to get pedaling working before I did electric, so then I ended up doing it out of order. So that's got a lot of the stuff in the way. If I needed to get into this after when I'm finished building, if I took this bolt and this bolt on each side, the seat would come off and this tray would stay here because this brace is bolted to here. Okay, so I could probably get this out of the way and I'd have really easy access there, or I can reach through from back here and I've got decent access. Okay, so if this doesn't show up, it might actually. So I've got the 6 cassette here, the 6 sprockets here on the freewheel. That's on this shaft that goes across. That's the jack shaft. And then I got a derailleur sitting in here. It's just sitting right now. to get this to line up, because it's such a short sprocket, or such a short chain, I don't think there's any way I could get it to deflect far enough to pick up this sprocket to go fast, but I could hit the middle one, I think. And then once I get this thing in place, the spring part of the derailleur will do the chain tensioning for me. Even if I don't shift it, it'll hold the chain straight and at the proper tension. And I've been testing that a little bit, and it seems like it's working. I just wanted to kind of get a sense of how much crap I pulled out today. This table is mostly covered with pieces of metal that I pre-sorted so I'd have the parts I thought I'd need. Okay. And over yonder we got grinders on that bench and the bike. And the welder. And the generator, and all the cord. Yeah. All right, let's see how we do here. Right here, I've got a derailleur. I added this bracket so that I could put a bolt in the right spot, and by running this on a bolt, I can loosen up these nuts and just fine tune it back and forth to get it lined up. That actually works really well. So I can just loosen up one nut, tighten the other one, push it back and forth, and I got really good control resolution there. So basically, this chain is set up such that it'll stay on the biggest sprocket here, and the littlest sprocket on the front, and those are both 28s, I'm pretty sure. And that drives the jack shaft, which comes to here. So the things I worked on today was this bracket and getting this figured out. That took a little bit of fiddling, but it wasn't actually that bad. And then I added this chain guide, and I tweaked this setup, which involved re-drilling the hole. Also, I realized the whole bike was crooked to the back half. So I slotted this hole that this bolt is on and just kind of rotated everything. And I think it's okay. So like right now, this is crooked, but for now it's good enough. I might tweak it a little bit later. I also haven't done anything with steering yet. So this is probably going to fall apart. I do have the turnbuckles, so we'll see if we get to that today. This is a lot quieter than it was before because I got the chain running a lot smoother and more in alignment, so it's not deflecting the chain nearly as much as it was. Right there, that's just riding on bushings. Back that off a little bit. It's on a bushing, but it actually fits tight on the bushing. So I need to loosen it up. I want it to slip on the bolt, not... It's just a little bit of an interference fit there. Put some slack on that. That should... Now it should spin better. Okay, that's doing what we expect. Okay, that's full throttle. Now the part we've all been waiting for. turn this off, and then we're going to get this down on the ground, and then we're going to try a test ride. Just at that last second, I'm like, I'm not sitting in the right spot to catch this when it comes over. Okay, that'll hold the bag in place. Use this for some padding for the battery. One, how many times the chains fall off, or if I hear any binding or grinding or anything like that. If I can pedal in a straight and level, I think I can now. And then what my speed range is on the electric versus pedaling. I can probably, the motor I think is way faster than what I can pedal right now because of the speed ratio I got on the pedals. So I think I'm not going to worry about that too much. I know the steering is probably going to fall off, so I'm not going to sweat that too much either. I'll just kind of try it and see how it goes. All right, I'm pretty sure I can get this far. So we're going to do it. So I ride down the driveway and then come back up. And if that goes well, we'll go out on the access road. Yeah. Power coming on. Okay, we're just going to coast down the hill here. Yeah, that's actually picking up speed. That's not a bad turn radius. That was pedaling to give me the outside speed advantage. Let's see if I can pedal up this hill. Not quite. Yeah, this is quite good. I am able to pedal it a little bit. I've had the two front pedal chains come off and the motorcycle pedal chain came off. Yeah. This thing is a hoot. This is a hoot. So just as I went by the camera, I hit a bump and the chain popped off and wrapped around the axle. So I'll just go ahead and put it back on. I don't think anything's broke. It just had enough slack. Yeah. This is hilarious. Woohoo. Just at that last second, the steering falls off. that was fun. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got some useful ideas there. I've not been talking about this very much lately, but my main source of income has been these YouTube videos. The actual money I make from the ads is quite small. What actually keeps me going is a few people that are helping me out over on Patreon or YouTube members. Just a few bucks every month would sure make a huge difference. So if you get anything out of my content, there's a link down below, or I'll put it up on screen. You can help me out through Patreon, which is a monthly subscription. You can also do YouTube members, or you can just throw me a buck on PayPal once in a while. It all helps. Thank you very much. Bye for now.